On this episode of the Chris Elliott Real Estate Show, we're talking about the 3 things you need to know going into the 2020 real estate market. And now to the show.
Welcome to the Chris Elliott Real Estate Show, where we bring you insights into the local Central Virginia real estate market, go in depth to answer your real estate questions and concerns, and interview local figures and influencers in the greater Richmond area. And now let's get to the latest episode with your host, Chris Elliott, and co-host, Maddie Ray.
All right, so Maddie, very excited on today's episodes. We are going over the 3 things people need to know about the 2020 real estate market. Before we jump into it, Madison, you have been brought back onto
keep doing that?
Onto the podcast by popular demand. How long has it been since you've been on an episode?
I don't know. It's been like 3 months at least.
Yeah, well, I feel like you've been off of work for like 2 months. You had a very nice holiday break.
I did.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm supposed to be off today, but here I am.
But here you are working. We were just talking about before we jumped in the air. You kind of have the real estate bug now. I
do, yes. And I was a workaholic beforehand, but then I caught the real estate bug.
Yeah.
It's a different level of workaholic.
Yeah. It's like it's like that newfangled workaholism. All right. Anyway, let's stop goofing around. So let's jump into the 3 things.
We are very no nonsense today.
Yep. What are the 3 things that people need to know about the 2020 real estate market?
Well, first of all, appreciation.
So very, very excited to talk about this one. Maddie, in previous podcasts, we had talked about, and all of the real estate gurus, economists had been projecting that rates of appreciation for home values were going to slow down in 2020 with the upcoming recession, just the fact that we've been in the longest economic recovery in U.S. history. The cool thing is, they were saying that we've been appreciating at about 5% a clip for housing values across the nation. That's also been reflective in the Richmond market.
What's a clip?
At a time per year.
Oh.
Sorry, it's slang.
I guess I don't have that bad of a real estate bug yet.
It's what the kids on the streets are saying.
Are you a kid on the streets?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yikes, I don't like that you know what the kids on the streets are doing.
Anyway, they had talked about that home values were going to, the rate of appreciation, home values were not going to go down, but the rate of appreciation was going to slow down to about 2 to 3%, which is historically the norm that what we see. Good news is all of the gurus, the real estate gods have kind of changed their opinion on that, looking at all of the factors and the metrics that they look at. They said the home prices are set to appreciate on a national level 5.4% in the year 2020, according to CoreLogic, which is one of the biggest real estate data companies out there. The rate of appreciation for the state of Virginia is going to be 5.1%.
Wow.
Yeah, so pretty cool. We're going to continue to see homes appreciate at the rate at which they've been appreciating the last couple of years, which is really good to anybody that owns a home. Maybe not as fun to somebody that's looking to buy a home.
I was about to ask, does that make affordability not so good?
That's a different question for a different podcast. We're going to keep this one nice, short, and sweet. Anyway, first thing you need to know, appreciation rates are going to continue to be in the 5s, which is amazing.
Awesome.
Cool.
What's
next?
Home sales.
Home sales. All right. So
not going off of much here.
Very, very cool. So we've had a large number of home sales over the last couple of years. They were also projecting that the number of home sales was just going to taper down just a little bit. Not like we're going to fall off the kitchen table like we did in 2008, but we're just going to see a little bit of a slowdown. They have also changed course on this as well. So all of the major sources, so Freddie Mac, so we had 6 million home sales in the year 2019 in nationwide in the United States. Freddie Mac is predicting that we'll have 6.1 million sales in 2020. Fannie Mae is a little more conservative. They said we're going to stay at 6 million. MBA says we're going to go to 6.2. And NAR, the National Association of Realtors, always optimistic about real estate. They said we're going to be at 6.3. So The good thing is, if you're out there in your own home, what are we saying? We're saying homes are going to continue to appreciate at a pretty good rate, and there's still going to be a fair number of home sales, which is all good things for homeowners. Also for buyers too, just knowing that there's going to be transactions out there to be had.
It's going to stay a pretty good seller's market then, probably for a bit, right?
It's more than likely we're going to see a repeat of what we've seen the last 2 years.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. And interest rates.
You had one job. You had one job, Maddie.
I'm a little rusty. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So interest rates, here's the super cool thing. So an apolitical statement, not taking right or left or anything like that. Here we go. So with Trump vying for re-election in 2020, if he doesn't get impeached before then or kicked out of office, whatever you want to say.
He was impeached.
He was impeached, but he was
not
Senate
removed.
trial. Anyway, we're not going to go there. But we believe, and a lot of smart people believe, that one of the strategies that he's doing to keep a robust economy going into a re-election year is to keep interest rates at a very low rate. So interest rates are actually going to be projected to be at 3.8% prime interest rates in the year 2020. If you look at it at a historic level, that is super cheap money. In 1980, the interest rate was 12.7%.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's like credit card level interest rates on a 30-year fixed loan. In 1990, it fell down to 8.12%. In the year 2000, it was 6.29%. So,
what's it at now? Do you know?
I want to say we're at like 3.7, 3.8. And I don't have this graphic, but it's projected to pretty much stay at 3.8 for the rest of the year. Nobody's got a crystal ball, but that's a really good thing. So you asked about affordability, so I've heard some people complain, hey, houses are becoming unaffordable because prices keep going up. Well, the thing about it is, yes, prices are continuing to go up, but with the interest rates being as low as they are, if you really look at affordability as a whole, it's actually at a pretty good historic rate right now, just because with money being as cheap as it is, folks are able to borrow more money at lower interest rates. So those are the three things that you need to know about the 2020 market. Maddie, thank you for coming back to work, number one.
Yep. I feel like a vet coming back.
And thank you for joining us for the 2020 market update. We look forward to staying in touch with you guys in 2020. We hope you have an amazing new year.
Thanks for joining us for the Chris Elliott Real Estate Show. If you have any questions or suggestions for future episodes, please contact Chris Elliott at chris@chriselliottrealestate.com or by phone at 804-980-1898. And please join us again next time for the Chris Elliott Real Estate Show.